Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So I want to use this medium to apologize to all my subscribers who tuned in for my live video, but unfortunately due to some technical reasons I couldn't go on with that video. So I'm very sorry for that, and right now I'm making a backup video to still cover that topic because I know you need it. So in this video I'm going to cover all the things you need to get prepared, everything you need to be aware of before the exam. There are two phases of the entrance exam. The first phase is the written exam, and the second phase is the group interviews, which you would proceed to when you pass the written exam. So the scores for written exam is 60%, and for group interview is 40%. So the final selections will be made based on the written exam and the group interview. So the written exam, I'll go in details later. It has many sections, and there is a minimum score that you are supposed to have for each section. The exam is going to be based on negative marking. That means that if you fail any one of the questions, your mark will be deducted from the ones you got already. Exams are designed in a way that is to show how prepared you are to study in the universities of applied sciences, because it's a diverse environment. You get people from different cultures, different languages, and you have to be able to fit into the environment. So like I was saying, we're concentrating today on the written exam, which comes up February 9th. That exam starts 12 noon Finnish time, and that means Nigerian time it's 11 noon. We are 1 hour ahead of Nigeria. So you can check from your country what is the time difference. If you have applied by now, you must have received the link that you would use to log into the exam. For that entrance exam, you are expected to use your laptop. You are not advised to use either tablet or your cell phone, because the program has been done in a way that it will be successful in laptop, and they cannot guarantee that it will work perfectly with phone or with your tablet. Your laptop or your computer has to be updated, and you can use Chrome, Safari, so other web browsers might not work perfectly. These are the browsers that they believe would work very well. And you're also expected to allow all cookies, so you have to disable VPN, and all these things is to make sure that you do not encounter any problems during the exam. And if for any reason your computer hangs, or you cannot proceed anymore for some reasons, just refresh your computer and continue, because know that once you open the question, your time begins to count, irrespective of whether you are encountering any problem or the other, and you cannot repeat these exams. Also make sure you have high internet with a high speed, and don't use hotspots, because that might not work perfectly. Make sure you have steady electricity, and also it is important to be there latest 10 minutes before the exam. So there is a general section that everyone who is participating for this entrance exam will participate, and that is logical reasoning skills and English language skills. The reasoning skills you have to complete regardless of which course you have applied to. Maximum score you can get is 20 points, and the minimum score is 5 points. And like I said before, it will be based on negative marking, so that wrong answer will minus the points you already have. So for some of the ideas for the reasoning skills, let's say that, for example, they give you an umbrella, and they tell you that this umbrella is used to protect yourself from the rain. So apart from protecting yourself from the rain, what else can you do with an umbrella? Give 5 other things you can do with an umbrella. So you have to start thinking like what else you can do with an umbrella. So for this, you don't have to prepare anything in advance. So you just have to go there. And also your English language skills, like this time the schools most of the schools did not require IELTS or TOEFL scores because you're going to test your English language skills here. So that's why they also have English language skills, which you have to complete regardless of your of the course you have chosen. So this English language is just to test you know your English language abilities, your abilities to read and interpret text. For example, you can be given a comprehension and you will be asked a question from the comprehension and you will be asked like true or false. So you have to read that comprehension, understand it, and then you'll be able to answer if the text they have written is true or false. That those are the possible formats of the whole thing. It might, and also there might be a section where you have to write something, so that they would also test your ability to write in English. Be aware that if they tell you in 200 words or in 200 characters, so be aware that you need to not exceed them. So the maximum score for the English language is 20 and the minimum score is 7. So you have to pass 7 and above to be able to pass. And remember that you have to pass all the sections. You have to get at least the minimum score for all sections in order to proceed for the group interview. Yeah, so that's it for the English language. So we now go to field specific sections. So some sections would write mathematical skills, and that's like basic high school mathematics. So for mathematical skills, if you're studying engineering, business, social services, tourism, business administration, and so on, find out if for your course you're going to do the mathematical exam. You have to calculate percentages, first degree equations, geometry, mathematical logical reasoning. So I have one question I want to show you, like an example of what you can expect in the mathematics. For the mathematics, the maximum score is 20 and the minimum score is 5. It's like high school level mathematics, like I said before, and you can use your calculator, which takes me to the next level of advanced mathematical skills, but this is for engineering students, not for students who have applied for nursing, business administration, tourism, and so on. The advanced mathematics is for engineering students. So there is also ethical skills. The ethical skills is for nursing students, social services, and so on. And that is also to test your ethical skills. And how the format is going to be like, you'll be presented a situation, and you will be asked what you would do in that situation. So if you are going to study nursing or social services, so you need to be aware of the ethics of nursing, the ethics of nursing, of accountability. That means, I remember when I did my entrance exam, the question that came, the answer was based on accountability. Like something happened in the hospital, something happened, you did something wrong, so what would be your reaction? Who would you blame? So you have to be able to know that you are accountable for your actions. You take you take responsibility for your actions. You don't blame anyone. You don't try to pass the blame to anyone for your actions, even if something goes wrong. So you have to take responsibility. That's accountability. Confidentiality. When you're a nurse, you would have a lot of people's confidential information, so you have to keep it confidential. You don't have to discuss it. You don't have to go with any confidential material to your home. It doesn't have to leave the office, and you don't have to disclose it to anyone. It has to remain confidential. Also, autonomy. You have to respect the wishes of your patients. You have to let them make decisions concerning themselves by themselves. So you don't have to, force them into making any decision. So equality. As a nurse, you have to treat everybody as equal without being biased. It doesn't matter, what the situation is, the same treatment for everybody. So go to the internet, search about ethics of nursing. Don't really read deep into it. Just find out these values that you need to maintain as a nurse. So after the ethical reasoning, there is also Finnish language test exam, which I think that maybe international students might not apply to those schools that require Finnish language skills if they don't know how to speak Finnish. So I just tried to make this as short as possible so that you would have the so that you would be able to grab the most important points from it. It was supposed to be a live video, but unfortunately I couldn't go live, and I was supposed to take your questions during the live video as well. But do feel free to leave any question in my comments section, and I would be available to reply it immediately as soon as I see it. So I'm going to end this for now. Thank you, and I wish you the best in your entrance exam. And also know that if it doesn't go well this time, it's not the end of the world. Of course, you can also try next time. Thank you and bye.